welcome to the 11th episode of the Royal Duck podcast. My name is Prarthana, and I am so glad to have you here. And I am so happy that this is my first video podcast, and you can finally get to see my face. So, today's episode, I'm gonna just keep things very simple. I'm just gonna talk about very simple, basic stuff. So, anyway, so firstly, I am so excited for the upcoming cricket events. Like, obviously, I'm Indian, so I am going to be talking about India stuff. So I am so glad for the World Cup, the Women's World Cup, and the Men's Asia Cup as well. Um, the Women's World Cup, I was genuinely so pumped for this because the opening match was supposed to be here in Bengaluru, but then it was moved, and yeah, I am just it's kind of a bummer for me because I was so excited for this, but I guess I'll have to just make do with viewing it. And when it comes to men's Asia Cup, many people have quite a few strong opinions about it, whether uh, this tournament should have been played at all, or if India should have played in this tournament and things like that. I guess to each their own, because several people have different points of view, and I just I hope we get to see one thing in both these tournaments. Firstly, I hope that we get to see good cricket. As fans, that's all we really want, right? We just want to see good cricket being played. And second thing is, I hope we do have a bit of drama, but at the same time, I do hope the spirit of cricket is, upheld in all these situations. But yeah, I wouldn't mind a bit of drama here and there, to sort of spice things up. If you look at any great cricket tournament or series, you'll always see that there is a bit of drama. And what really made each of these series or particular matches special is the fact that, the players were stubborn and gritty, and, like they had to go and achieve what they did at any cost. So I just hope we get to see something like that, a bit of drama, but also we get to see like the spirit of cricket. So yeah, that's what I hope to see from both the women's World Cup and the men's Asia Cup. So yeah, that's that about those matches. And the reason why I find World Cup matches so special is that I first became a fan while watching World Cup matches. Like in 2019, during the World Cup, I used to like literally sit and watch all the matches, and that's when I really became a fan. Thankfully, I did have my dad to explain a lot of the very basic stuff with a lot of patience, and I also think I did pick things up quite well, quite quickly. And so yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed watching those World Cup matches. That's when I truly became a fan of the game, and it was a very enjoyable experience for me. But that was still somewhat not enough for me. Okay, and uh, okay. I, before I continue, I need to mention this. This is not like a paid promotion or anything. I am just sharing my experience and what helped me, and I'm. This is not like a paid promotion. I just want to make things clear. And so yeah, what genuinely helped me was this book. This book helped me in more ways than I can tell you, because I remember I bought this book. When did I buy it? I bought this in late September of 2019. There was a book fair in my school, and I bought this book over there because I thought, okay, well, I'm clearly developing an interest in cricket, and it wouldn't be a bad idea for me to buy a book by this book in particular. So then now when I think of it, I realize I made such a good decision because this book is essentially like a cricket 101. Because it just teaches you about cricket, like from very basic things about the rules of the game to something like, let's say, fielding positions, umpire signals, very basic stuff, to much more high level stuff, like for instance, about the history of the game, unique stats and facts and things like that. So a lot of what I learned about cricket actually came from this book. And I remember I used to be sitting around in my living room while watching cricket matches, and this was at the stage when I had sort of learned a little, but I was not quite on a very high, quite on a high level. So I remember I used to sit with this book and have the page flipped to this page where they have marked all the fielding positions that could, like literally all the fielding positions that could exist. And I used to like be sitting and watching it and be like, oh, okay, so this is a fine leg, oh, that is a cow corner, and things like that. So yeah, this book really helped me, and I would suggest that even if you think you do know quite a lot about cricket compared to any rookie, um, I would still suggest you buy this because this book actually kind of teaches you about different fun things about the game. So I just want to say, well done, Graham Tarrant, the author of this book. Okay, I'm going to make it clear again. Graham Tarrant or his publishers, none of them got in contact with me. I'm just sharing my experience because I really enjoyed this book, and I want to share this with other people, that other people should also be able to have the same kind of joy that I had. So that's why I'm sharing this. This book helped sort of add to my joy and experience as a cricket fan. And you may learn a fun fact to do, because I actually did learn quite a few fun facts using this book. And it was so indescribable. So I would highly recommend it if you do find this book somewhere around, if you're in a library or a bookstore or something and you happen to find the book, uh, For the Love of Cricket, a Companion, I would highly recommend that you buy it because it's a very well written book, and it's and you there's only one requirement needed, actually two requirements needed to enjoy this book. One is you need to love cricket. Doesn't matter if you're like some expert level person or a amateur like I was when I bought the book. And the second thing you need is curiosity, because to do anything regarding books, literature, sports, and stuff, you do need a whole lot of curiosity and patience. So those are the only two things you need to read this book. So if you do find it anywhere, would highly recommend you buy it. And I hope it adds to your experience and joy as a cricket fan or player. And yeah, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day.